Have you ever met someone and your initial impression was good? And so, because of that initial impression, everything that you got to know about that person going forward, or at least most things, were positive, right? You had positive feelings about that person, liked being around that person. But what's happening is that your anterior cingulate cortex was filtering in the positive aspects of that person, and at the same time filtering out the negative ones. Now, in relationships, there's something called red flags. And what happens is, because we like this person and we've had a positive experience, or we've had positive experiences with this person, we tend to filter out the negative. So we ignore the red flags. Sometimes we see them, but we ignore them. Sometimes we don't even see them. Well, this is the same thing with your speech, and we're talking about the placebo effect in this series. So it's your anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC, that filters your attention. It brings your attention and helps you manage your emotional responses with regards to those things that support your beliefs and your expectations. So remember, we talked about the prefrontal cortex and how that's the part of our brain located right around here that says, I believe this is going to work. I think this is going to work. I'm starting to feel good about this. I know that this is going to work for me. So then your anterior cingulate cortex, your ACC, begins to filter out anything that doesn't support those expectations and that belief. And it filters in, it allows in your behaviors, your performance, and anything, your thoughts and your emotions, anything that supports the fact that this is working for me. And so you might start saying, hey, I started noticing little wins I wouldn't have seen before. I'm starting to actually see how this is working. I mean, this is feeling better already. Does that make sense? Now, when this happens and you start to feel good about it, then some other things begin to happen. You actually start to see your performance change and improve. So in the next video, we're going to talk about the basal ganglia and the limbic system. This is what we call your emotion and motivation centers, or emotion and motivation centers. And this is very important because when our emotions take over and we start to lose drive and motivation, then what can happen is we can say, oh, this isn't working. I knew this wasn't going to work. And then we just kind of slow down and we start looking for other things. Or it can be, wow, it's really working. I'm super motivated. So we study more, we study harder, we go out and we apply what we're learning in our daily speaking situations. And that helps, right? That helps to strengthen those neural connections that represent this new way of speaking, for example. So it's the ACC, the attention and emotion regulation, that filters in or filters out. And in this case, we're talking about how it filters in the positive, the things that are supportive of our beliefs and our expectations, and filters out things that don't support it. So let's take a look in the next video at the basal ganglia and the limbic system. My name is Michael Williams, and I'll see you in the next video.